Hello, and welcome to this fall semester of 2026. I am your instructor, your professor for this semester, and I have on screen one of the pages from the week one, which is about your MACA instructor. And I want to read something on this, so I'm going to hit, I have a Mac computer, so I'm going to hit Command plus a couple times, just so you can kind of see it along with me. And I'm going to highlight the area I'm going to read. And why am I reading this? Well, you will find out after I read it. I am not your usual professor. I have over 40 years with both teaching experience at MCC and CCS, and as a world-represented commercial illustrator. I want you to understand from the first moment of this class that I am not focused in projects or grades. Building great portfolio presentation packages is the total secret to getting a great job. Not grades, not GPA. And yes, both of those are important, but it's the portfolio that will land you that dream first career position. So sit back and know that I will help you through all the rough spots. It would be great if you guys read the rest of this, but I wanted you to meet me. I'm going to hit Command minus twice. I want you to visit my portfolio and see the work that I've done over my career for many Fortune 500 companies, for movie companies, and to see that my current focus, since I'm not semi-retired, I guess I can say retired. I'm going to go to my website here. My current focus is on building and painting what I want, because I'm retired. I don't have to work for art directors anymore. But I did for years and years. I did all of these kinds of work. Many of this is from Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, traditionally painted. But I wanted you to see the kind of work that I do. And feel free to go to my website. I have many links in many different places. And I just want you to see what makes your instructor qualified to teach you. I have loved what I've done for all my life. I've loved being an artist. It has sometimes been backbreaking work, but I wouldn't give it up for anything. And this is what I do now. I love creating pet portraits. We just lost our dog. This is our dog right here. For some reason, my mouse is acting very funny today, but this is our dog right here, and we just lost her. Her name was Scooter, and I did this painting in the last year. She was 13. She was 12 here. She was 13 when she passed away. But I wanted you to meet your instructor, okay? And now I want you to just listen to the things that I'm going to say about the class and about the work schedule and everything. It's going to be a lot, but I want to go back to the first page here because I want to show you different aspects of it. But before I go into this, I want to tell you, because I always forget to say this, that if I have any of these dates wrong, and I'll explain what a module is and what is the home page in a couple minutes. But if I have any of the dates wrong, or if you catch anything, just let me know and I'll edit it. I've pretty much gone through everything here that I can think of, but I always miss something. There's so much to do. So I wanted you to first know that when you arrive Monday morning, this upcoming August 17th, let me make sure of that date. Yes, August 17th. I want you to go into your, of course, Macomb homepage and your My Macomb. So when you click My Macomb over here, you're going to come up to this page and you're going to log in. Now, when you guys, if this is your first time going to Canvas, if you have an issue, I'm going to bring up the syllabus, which in the email that I just sent you, which is the link to this movie, there is the syllabus there. And inside the syllabus, I want to show you a telephone number. But I'm going to click for you to get into your Canvas thing here. And I haven't published this course as of this date, but it will be published by the 17th. Okay, but I wanted you to go all the way down to the bottom to this number down here, and you can't see it right now. It's 877-362-2662, but I have it in the syllabus, which I'll show you in a second. Okay. If you cannot find your class, like when you click over here on the left and you click courses, and you see up here that your course, this up here I would have this published course. Right now it's an unpublished course because I'm still fixing dates, but I'm going to go into the course. If you don't have this course available, call that number, okay? And tell them that you want to start your online class, and they will check your student ID. They'll check if whatever is the reason why you can't get into that class. Now I'm going to minimize that screen, and I'm going to go into the syllabus here. Let me see, it's over here. So I'm going to go into the syllabus. See, my mouse is acting very funny today. It's okay. I thought it was my Wacom tablet that was causing the issue, but it's not. Okay, so this is your course syllabus, which I want you all to review. Try to read it just even once, okay? It has the first day of class. It has your fall academic calendar. It kind of discusses the last day of class, when Labor Day is, last day to withdraw from the class, the IDD day, the institutional day there, has your Thanksgiving recess, and then I go through a weekly calendar so you can see all of the weekly due dates, okay? All of the weeks, the dates, not the due dates, the dates of the semester, and then just go down and look at the different information little boxes here. And I also want you to see very, very quickly that you're going to need to go to the Adobe Creative Cloud website right away. And you can lease/buy, I guess it's lease, the student version of Adobe Illustrator through the Creative Cloud, which is all the Adobe applications. So you shouldn't go to a free trial. You should just buy now, but this is for students, okay? And it's going to be $19 a month, billed annually for the first year. Please, as fast as you can, download, go to the Adobe website, and since I'm giving you the syllabus, you can actually click that part of the syllabus right here and get right onto the Adobe Creative Cloud website for students and get your Adobe Creative Cloud. Now up here on my computer, do you see up here, way up here? This is actually an icon that is the Creative Cloud. So when you get, let me put this on the other screen. When you get the Creative Cloud on your computer, you're going to have to install Illustrator. So you can go to all the apps here, and you can see in all the apps, you can find Adobe Illustrator, the latest version, and you can either, I already downloaded almost everything, but it'll say either upload or download or update or whatever. So, and a lot of you probably already have the Creative Cloud, but I just wanted you to make sure that you get the latest version of Adobe Illustrator, and please try not to use an iPad, okay? Or a phone, an iPhone, or a mobile phone. Please use a qualified computer that has enough memory. Now, when I say memory, I don't know why it's doing that. When I say memory, I mean if I go to my computer, this is getting irritating. I'm going to restart my computer in a little bit. But right now I have 32 gigabytes of RAM or memory on this computer, which means I can have Illustrator opened, I can have Photoshop, After Effects, I can have a lot of applications open. I have a 2 terabyte hard drive here, so I have a lot of room for my material that I need to have for all my files and everything, and try to be as organized as you can. Okay, so that's the Creative Cloud. And I do want to handle this movie seriously, but informally, okay? And just realize that I know that I make mistakes, and I know that you will make mistakes all semester long. And I want to go through the whole, quickly go through when you have an issue with an assignment, you're going to email me through Canvas. I'll show you where that is in a second or in a minute. And I just want you to be aware that, well, let me just finish my statement. I want you to go do week 1. Let me see if I can find, oh, this is not my online. So I'm going to go close that, and I'm going to go here to the very first page. So when you come up to and you click and you're finally able to get into the class, you're going to have a welcome up here to digital illustration, and then you're going to have a week 0. So all of these things here in week 0, this upper module, have to be gone through step by step, okay? And to that end, when you finally get into week 1, I want you to know that you have to go through everything in order, all right? Don't go skipping around, please. And I'll just give you a why real quick. Exercise 1 leads into exercise 2, which leads into exercise 3, and so on. So sometimes if you say, well, I'm going to go do assignment 1. Assignment 1 is based on some of the stuff that you've already had in either week 2 or in week 1 or in week 0. So I have created in week 0 the page that I just showed you here. Let me just close that. The page that I just showed you here, let me find where I am here, is when I had about your instructor right there. That is in week 0, okay? So please, again, read everything that's there and then go through everything that's in week 0, especially, okay, complete the student introduction to online learning. If you're new in Canvas, you're going to have to click that, and you're going to have to follow the steps through there. And if you have any issues, call that number. And to that end, here is that number. So if you have an issue right here in, let me just go through, right here in page 3 of the syllabus, if you have an issue, let me highlight that number right here. It's 877-362-2662. Call it Monday morning or whenever you get into the class. Try to keep up with the weekly schedule, okay? Because I know there's a lot of stuff that's in the weekly schedule. To answer that question, and if you have any issue, Canvas or email me regularly and tell me, Brian, I'm going to be in a delay or whatever, because I won't be able to get into the class until the middle of the week. I'm getting the Creative Cloud installed on my computer and da-da-da-da, okay? So I wanted you to just know that there's so much stuff here, okay? And I want you to have a good time with everything. I don't want you to hurry everything this semester just to get on to the next thing. Remember, I said that grades aren't important, GPA is not important. Of course they are in the whole grand scheme of things, but your portfolio and the content you create for your portfolio is the reason why you're in school here, okay? For most of you who want to secure a position within this vast multimedia commercial art field, okay? So let me figure out what I want to do next. In this week 0, I have an MACA assignment short list and a long list. I suggest that you open the short list every week or have it printed by your computer, and you check off all the items in order. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is the short list. I'll probably make sure that's the long list. I knew I was going to do that. Here is the short list. So in all of your assignments, it says week 0, okay? Then it says week 1. Then it says week 2. And if you want to see the dates of there, you can go back to the syllabus and you can check all the dates of the whole course, okay? Let me go back to Acrobat here. Okay, so I meant to click right there and there. Okay, so if you need to know the dates, use your syllabus. What is week 5? What is week 6? So if you want to know that, make sure you check off all these items in order so that you don't miss anything, okay? And it's just a really good way to stay organized for the semester, okay? So I'm going to go to the long list here, because in the long list, let me zoom in, I have examples of what every assignment is. Exercise 1, exercise 2, and what you're going to do. These are the ones that I did in the demo movies. Exercise 3, exercise 4, and I want you to notice how creative some of these are. I want to see your style, your creativeness, your the thing that makes you unique. All right, so you can see here that might even be one of the students' versions, because I wanted you guys to see you don't have to follow everything I do in each tutorial verbatim. You can actually follow the technique, follow the method, and create your own stuff. And to that end, before I end this movie, I'm going to show you what some students have done for assignment, for this owl assignment. Okay, you don't have to use my colors. You do have to follow the technique to build the owl, but I want you to use your own stuff. I want you to create your own houses for exercise 6, your own trees. I don't want you to mimic or follow what I do. Okay, so I want you, when you do the icons, this is actually what a student did, not me. I wanted you to see what a student did here. But as I said, I'll go through a real quick just rundown of what other students have done for the class. Okay, so please, let me put this back, I'm sorry. I want you to use the short list here to make sure you follow everything, have it, as I said, print it out and put it next to your computer. Again, if I miss anything in this movie, I'll have a little follow-up movie, because I always miss something that I wanted to say. So back to here. If you have an issue, let's say that you're doing exercise 1 and something's going wrong and you can't figure it out. You go over here. First of all, you save your file as I tell you how to save. Remember, read name, saving, and closing, and turning in assignments above exercise 1. That'll make sure you save the assignment perfectly. And in each, hopefully, in each item that I'm just clicking on, it tells you what to save. It tells you to save it in your own name. File name must be correct. Exercise 1 underscore last name underscore first initial .ai for Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so please read all this stuff in each of the assignments, the exercises, and the activities, and save your files correctly and know where you saved your file. And here's something that you'll probably hear me say a million times. Let me just click the back button. I'll probably say it a lot. Please save often. Every time you do a good thing, save it. Okay, because some students actually work through a whole assignment, activity, or exercise, and they don't save at all, and then Illustrator crashes and they've lost all their work. So please be professional in the fact that you don't trust computers and you want to make sure you save your files. Okay, so please, if you have an issue with any of these, as I was saying, so you're halfway in exercise 1 and something's going wrong, see over here you can click the inbox, and in the inbox you can actually send me an email in Canvas. But I want you to make sure that I should show you where I wrote it, but I want you to make sure, let me see if I can find where I wrote it. I'm taking a second here because I want to make sure that you can see, if my memory serves. Let me just go to my courses. It's just taking a little bit of time. I don't know why it's taking this much time. Come on. There we go. It's tired. Okay, let me go to my unpublished courses and your course. So that's how I get into the courses. That's how you will get into the courses. They should show up in your published courses here. Don't know why it's taking so much time to do this. All right, I probably need to refresh this screen, so I will. Okay, let me go back in courses. If I have to pause and restart things, I will. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me go back to the dashboard and refresh the dashboard. See, this happens all the time. You just need to, and when it doesn't work, try not to get frustrated. Just refresh your screen, close your browser, reopen your browser, and go back into Illustrator. Okay, so start here before the course begins. Is that where I put it? I don't remember. Let me go back. I'll just do one more. I just want to, I can't remember where I put it. It might have been welcome to, yeah, it was in welcome to digital illustration. Okay, this is silly. What I'm trying to tell you is when you have an issue with Illustrator, please attach your Illustrator file to the email. One of these items in here actually says that, okay? It says, please attach your file to, I can't remember where I put it, to your email. It's very important when you send me an email, if you are talking about a particular assignment. Okay, so you're going to click the inbox, attach that assignment to the email. So I'll go here and I'll click the Compose a New button. You can see you can select your course. I'll go to the fall course. I'll don't have to click that because you're only going to send it to me, but I'm going to go to To, and I'm going to go to Teachers, and you're going to click Brian Sorial and then type in, this could be exercise 1 issue, and then you're going to type what the issue is and attach your file to this. What I will do is I will actually open your file that you're having a problem with. I'll create a very quick help movie for you, and I'll send the help movie back so you can get to work right away. And that leads me to another thing. So please attach your file to any email inquiry, and I say this, as I said before, in a lot of different places in the modules. Okay, so try not to send me a screenshot. A screenshot does not help me unless I specifically request, hey, send me a screenshot of what the issue is. It could be something that your computer is telling you. So that's fine. So I'm going to hit cancel. So I need you to do that, okay? So let's go here and go back. And then I'm going to click the modules up here. Okay, I've told you that you have to do everything in order. So as you go and do things in order, there's always a submit button at the bottom of whatever assignment or exercise or activity you're in. Just submit it to me. So you're going to make sure you know where you're saving your Illustrator file, and you're going to just submit it. I will grade it. I'm very quick. That's one thing I wanted to say to you is when you send me an email inquiry, it usually doesn't take, I usually respond to you in the same day because I want you to get back to work. I want you to feel comfortable with it, knowing you guys have a lot on your plate. That's important. So as I'm going through, I'm not going to go through everything else in here. Again, if I have something that doesn't work in here, let me know. Okay, so I'm going to quickly just put this on my other screen if my mouse stops. I think I need to change my battery in my mouse. Anyway, let me go over here. Let's click this and bring this back because I wanted you to see. I'm going to go through right now and just show you in the assignments what other students have done. Okay, now I'm going to bring this window over and I'm just going to talk as I go through this. So this is week 1, the owl. Now these are the variations that the students have done. I'm not going to make them any bigger on screen. I'm just going to go through them quickly. I did not do this. A student did. And I asked everyone, and I'm asking you, show me your creativity. Show me your color sense. Okay, try to have fun with these, even though there's a lot of content. So now you can see what other students have done. I want you to see, that's so cute. I want you to see that when I ask for creativity, boy, do I get it. And that's what makes me happy as an instructor. I love when you guys show me your creativity. I mean, look at that. The color scheme, the whole feeling of that. And these are students who've never been an illustrator for the most part, ever. And this is the first assignment. Isn't that cute? It makes me laugh. Okay, so let's close that one. That is the first assignment. Let's go to the icons. So let me close that and now click on the first set of 6 icons. These are just typical icons that an illustrator would put together for a client. And you can see different icons, and the student picks the theme, they pick the category, they just have to follow the same thing I did, meaning create square icons, try to do a nice presentation on them, and you can see the diversity in this. So beautiful, so amazing to see what you guys offer. You guys show me so much. I have fun just watching. Look at how incredible that is. And these are students that wanted to experience Adobe Illustrator, but also gain portfolio content. I mean, that's amazing. Let me go to the next one. So let me close that. And now the next one is the logos. So the students now develop all of these logos. I give you 6 or 7 different companies that you have to choose. Not only do you follow like Swole Mate, but there's a tagline, Forever Fit, Forever Strong. So there's always a tagline. This is the Brew Cafe. I kept this in here because the student actually did a beautiful job, but they spelled brew wrong. Please look over everything you have done. When you are there, a client would not be very happy with knowing that the student actually spelled brew wrong. Okay, so let's just go to the next one. That one spelled it correctly. Now look at the diversity. Look at the fun in here. Partners in grime. The student shouldn't have said partners in crime. It's partners in grime, grime. This is a gaming company. Again, the gaming company. This is Next Level Gaming again. They sure did like that one, Next Level Gaming. Partners in Grime, that student actually spelled it right. Shelf Awareness is a cafe/bookstore. So I just wanted to look at that. I mean, I just am so pleased with when I ask for creativity, boy, again, I love this one. This one's professional. I love it. It's absolutely incredible. So I'm going to go through now the textile design. We build textile patterns, and you can see all of these cool textile patterns. I do a different one of course, for the tutorial, but I don't want you following mine. I want you to pick your own. So here are t-shirts. I'm going to go through the t-shirts here, and you can see just the diversity of these t-shirts. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. I needed to click that and then click here, and I wanted to go through these t-shirts. So each one of these, I'm going to go through them very quickly. The student, you guys pick your own subject matter, your own theme. You just follow the items that I wanted you to follow in what I call negative positive illustration technique. So let me go here. Let me just do this one. I won't do them all. I'll just go through and show you guys. Look at that. That's incredible. Okay, it's just wonderful. Just love seeing. That's incredible. It's beautiful, and I want you to have fun. These are definitely in a first year or in a beginning class. You're creating quality portfolio content. And I'll talk about portfolio content all week long. Now here's the character assignment. I didn't go through all the t-shirts, but look at these characters that the students develop. These are, these are just wonderful. Just amazing. I love the diversity. I love the creativity. These are incredible. These are just exactly portfolio quality material. Again, these students have never had Illustrator. I know I keep on saying that, but it's just wonderful to see the diversity in here. And these are the ones that actually have backgrounds put in. So you can see here how cool this is, how neat this is. So you develop your own character. Then part 2 is you develop your own background. You guys are going to have fun. If you like being an artist, and if you like the new, let me put this on the other screen. If you like being an artist, and you like developing creative content, well, you're going to have fun in this class. Okay, I've talked about, let me go back to the main screen here and go up to the top. And I can't think of anything. Again, as soon as I quit this movie, I'll probably think of 5 things. And I'll follow up with another movie. The assignments go like this. I should say this. Every assignment, please don't ask for PDF files. I don't believe in PDF files. I'll tell you why when I go into like assignment 1. If I can get this thing to work correctly. I'm going to have to restart my computer. Okay, so here's assignment 1. Assignment 1, and I want you to be patient. Come on. Come on. Now it'll go. Okay, in assignment 1, you can see that's the one I built on screen. Okay, so in assignment 1, you're going to go through all of these materials here, but what I'm having trouble getting to is all my movies. So they're based on video tutorials. And the cool part about a video tutorial, and I don't just do it in one tutorial. Sometimes I want to go through step 1 and then step 10 to 20 and then step 50 to 60, whatever. I want you to know that these are so valuable because as you play them, you can stop them, you can rewind them, and you can get the technique down. Please, listen to this, do not be in a hurry. I know you have a lot on your plate. I know some of you work 1 and 2 jobs. I know you have family, you have health, you have work issues, okay? So just please do not hurry the tutorials. I know that your time is valuable. But please listen to everything I say in the tutorial. If you have to rewind it, then rewind it, okay? So you can see just in this tutorial, there's like 5 or 6 tutorials. Finishing your owl, adding stroke or width to the highlights, choosing color and creating global color groups, using the shape builder tool, building your own simple shapes. Okay, so that is just one of the assignments, and those are the tutorials. I do not have PDF files for these. I don't believe in them, as I said, because by the time you get to step 3 in the PDF file, you don't know what you did on step 1. So by visually using all your senses, your hearing, your sight, your memory, and then you go do it, you're going to retain this information so much quicker, so much more efficient. Okay, I'm going to restart my computer. Sorry, I've said that 12 times. So I think that I've answered all those questions that I had that I can foresee that you have. Again, on Monday morning, if you have an issue, please call that number in your syllabus. It's on page 3. Call the Canvas help desk and tell them you can't get into your class. But do everything in order. Do not skip around. I've said that now how many times? So I totally look forward to interacting with all of you. Again, I really respond to your emails and to your problems, your questions, and the grading. I want you to be aware, and that's one, okay, I just remembered something. When I go do the grades, and I'm not going to put the grades on the screen right now, but when I do grades, your average as the semester rolls on is only based on what you've turned in, not the stuff you missed. So at the end of the semester, I'm going to average in all the material if you missed material, which will drastically lower your grade. So let me give you an example. I've had students that only do the first 1 or 2 or 3 weeks. They still see that they have an A in the class because they did the first 5 assignments and they did very well on them, but they've missed all the other assignments. I don't grade or weigh those assignments until the end. Okay, so don't believe the grade you see. You guys follow. Use that assignment list that I've asked you. Use that assignment list that I've asked you to mark down. So please, let me just hit this if I can get this thing to work. See, everybody has problems. I don't get frustrated more than I am right now because I'm laughing through my frustration on this silly mouse thing. So there's always things that go wrong on a computer. You're going to have to restart your computer. Make sure your computer has enough what they call RAM or memory to handle Adobe Illustrator and maybe Adobe Photoshop opened and maybe Adobe InDesign opened at the same time. Use this quick, short list in the very first week of the assignment. Right here, it's the short list that I'm pointing to in week 0. Okay? Use that list. Mark off what your grade was. And if you've missed something, like let's say you didn't even bother to take the syllabus quiz. Let's say that you didn't bother to do exercise 1, but you did the rest of them. Or you've missed doing a peer assignment. Everything has points. So if you've missed doing 4 or 5 of these, and you can get through week 1 and miss one thing and go to week 2 and then forget that you missed one thing, and then at the end of the semester that negative grade is going to impact you. Do you follow? Okay. So please do things in order. Please use this, mark it up, check it off, and you will be fine. So I wanted to just put this back on screen real quick. And I'm not sure what I wanted to do. So welcome to this class. Again, let me know in the email. First, let me know what you think after you've watched my movies. I have a portfolio movie for you to see. I have my method movie that I want you to see, because I think it's important that you know that you're in a class that really is going to pay attention to you and your content and building that content. Okay? That's my goal. So again, welcome, and we will talk soon.